I give you my heart.
Good morning and happy Saturday. It is 9:27, so almost 9:30, and I am currently driving with the sun, blinding me in my peripheral vision right now. I'm on my way to the Yellow Cat Cafe. I am meeting with my aunt and my mom for breakfast. It was kind of like a last minute thing that got thrown together, and I was like, yes. I haven't had restaurant breakfast food in so long. I was like, yes, I want to go. So I'm excited. We're kind of doing this because my aunt is going back to Kentucky. She's been here for a couple days and she's going back to Kentucky. And I did not mean to press on the gas like that. And she's not coming back for the rest of the summer, I believe. I think she's just gonna stay in Kentucky for the rest of July and kind of prepare for school to start again next month, which, oh God, I don't even want to think about that. But the little twist that is put on it, though, is that she has Nathan with her. I was going to put Nathan in swim lessons again this past week, but he would have only been able to do 1 week. He wouldn't have been able to do the full 2 weeks because my aunt asked if she could take Nathan to Kentucky with her. So she's going back with my son. And I'm sure some of you guys are like, okay, well, if she's not coming back because school's starting next month, how are you going to get him back? So today is Saturday. Wednesday, I have to load everybody up, me and the boys, and we're going to take a little road trip to Indy to go get Nathan back. I'm a little nervous to make the drive with the boys by myself. I've driven a couple hours away before by myself, a couple times, but to drive by myself a couple hours away with the boys makes me a little nervous. Elijah makes me nervous. We'll probably have to stop at least once on the way there for him to go to the bathroom, and Ezra's still in pull-ups during the day, so at least that part I don't really have to worry about. I can just put a pull-up on him and pray for the best. I just got to the cafe and it is so stinking cute. I'm gonna show you guys. All right, there's the sign. I've never even seen this place before, and it's just this cute little yellow building with flowers. I'm digging it. My husband ran to go help his mom with something at her house. Something in her house that I can't remember. A raccoon got in a couple months ago, and I'm assuming it has something to do with that. But while he's helping her clean stuff over there, I am cleaning stuff over here. I've got a mess, and I'm trying to wipe the boys' windows down. They are very dirty. Well, it's not as dirty as it was. I don't know if you guys can see or not. My phone might be a little blurry, so it might be hard to see, but yeah, it was really dirty. Now I just have to pick up all these toys, and normally I would have them do it, but I'm trying to get things done so that we can start getting ready for the wedding. So I'm just trying to get it done fast, and they're very slow picker-uppers. Very slow. I know I haven't talked to you guys about their closet, but a little update. The bar in their closet is broken, and I will flip the camera around and show you what I'm talking about. So that's another thing that I just need to be super careful with. So my camera was, in fact, dirty, so I cleaned it, so hopefully you guys can see really good now, but it is bolted into the wood. You can see there's little spots where there's screws that go in. It is physically bolted into the wood, and so it is bowing out on either side now from this end falling off. It is propped up there now. If you guys could look, I don't know if you guys can see it or not. It is not in the hole, it's sitting on top of it. My husband set it up there, and if you touch it, it'll fall straight down. So I'm trying not to knock it with my hand. But it is just resting up there right now. And he did that to stop tension being put on this end because it was hanging down. It was causing this part to start bowing the wood out on either side because of the pressure it was putting on, the strain and pressure it was putting on this side. So he, like I said, he put that end on top instead of in the hole. He has to get screws, and I'm not really sure how he's gonna fix that to be completely honest. I feel like because the bar goes all the way flush against the wall, in order to actually get it in there, you would have to undo all of the screws on this one and like physically take this side out to put that side back in and then put the other side in. I'm not entirely sure, but that's his whole mess to figure out. So right now, all of their hang up stuff is just like on top of their toy box. And like I said, it just looks so messy in here. But as far as the wedding goes, they're either gonna wear their Easter shirts, which are these ones here. This pink and white one is Elijah's with the gray bow tie, and the checkered navy and white with the dark navy bow tie is Ezra's. If they don't wear those, then this is Elijah's, and then this is Ezra's. I came up here because I was like, what is that loud noise? My husband left his YouTube video on the TV, left his computer open. He just left all his stuff up here. But I will show you guys. I have to iron his pants still. But he's just going to wear some khakis. And then this shirt here, it has like that peachy pink color in it. And the navy. And I thought that would just look super cute. Since the boys are kind of wearing like either pink and blue or yellow and blue. I thought that would kind of go really well with that. I'm sorry if I sound out of breath. 2 flights of stairs, guys. 2 flights of stairs. Basement, all the way up to the 2nd level. This is my dress. I got this dress from Target like 2-3 years ago. I've had it for a couple years. I've had this since at least around the time we moved into our other house, when the boys were little. And yeah, from Target, super cute. I've never worn it out though. I've tried it on a dozen times, never worn it out. Don't know why, because this is so cute. This like pistachio green with like peachy colored flowers. And as you can see, my nails match. They actually don't match in person, but on camera they look very close to the flowers on the dress. That's so strange. But yeah, in person they're like not quite the same color. But yeah, the dress has pockets. If I could like find where they start. Right here. The dress has pockets, which is great. And then I am wearing my little clog shoes here. These are from Walmart. I was gonna wear these ones. I have so many shoes, you guys. I was gonna wear these ones that I wore for my brother's wedding. I might still. They were not very comfortable when I wore them for my brother's wedding because I was literally wearing them from like whenever I hit the road for the wedding, which was like 12:30 until 11 o'clock at night. And then I still had to drive back to the Airbnb, which was half an hour away, with these shoes on. So I literally had these shoes on for almost 12 hours that day, and I think that's why they were super uncomfortable. I'm not going to be wearing them that long today, so I might wear these. I just have to see which ones go better. And then I'm going to wear these earrings here. I've had these for such a long time. These are also from Target. And then just my little Pandora bracelet and my charm that my husband got me. It takes 30 minutes to get to the venue, so we have to leave like really soon. But this is my outfit, so cute. And I got my purse hanging up. And yeah, we're very, very excited to go to this wedding. So we are leaving the wedding because Ezra has a googly eye lodged up his nose and we cannot get it out. There he goes. So, yep, we're gonna go get that out of your brother's nose. Dad, that's like huh? It is the next day, so I can actually like talk to you guys for a minute before I have to go in at 11:30. It's 11:11, so make a wish. But yeah, yesterday it was a beautiful wedding. We had an amazing time. Everything in that aspect was good. The only part that sucked was we had to leave for an hour, and I didn't catch up with you guys again after that last little clip, like, you guys saw that we were leaving the wedding and that was it. So I'll kind of give a little like backstory. We were sitting down, they had just started the wedding. The wedding party was coming down, the bridesmaids and the groomsmen were all coming down. The bride was about to come down, and Ezra looked up at the sky because there were some birds flying overhead, and I could distinctly see something in his nose, and I could tell it wasn't a booger. I'm like, that looks like plastic. Come to find out, this child had a googly eye stuck up his nose, and at that point it looked like it maybe was like close enough where I could like get it out with some tweezers or something. And I was like, okay, maybe we can ask someone if they have something we can get this out of this kid's nose. I don't know. Well, a little bit, like maybe not even half an hour later, we started moving our chairs over to the tent area where the DJ was, where all the food was, the dance floor, everything. And it was at that point that I looked in his nose again, and I said something to my husband. I was like, he has something up his nose. So I looked again because I was trying to show him, and it was at that point that I could see that the little googly eye had traveled even farther. Like, it looked like he had maybe breathed in and it went like farther up his nose. And I'm like, okay, tweezers are not going to be able to get that out. So at this point, I'm like, I'm freaking out. I'm like, okay, we need to get this out of his nose. And my husband's like, well, we have to take him to the ER. And of course, I didn't want to leave the wedding, but I'm like, well, then let's just go say goodbye. And he's like, we don't have to say goodbye. I'll just go with Ezra and you and Elijah stay here. And I'm like, well, no, like, I don't want to leave the wedding to drop you guys off at the ER and then just come back. I'm like, that doesn't sound like very much fun at all. I'm like, if we're leaving, we're all leaving. Like, this is a family thing. Like, we're all gonna go. We told her that we had to go and we were sorry and all this. And I was like, you know, if you guys are still over here partying it up, then we'll come back depending on the time, blah, blah, blah. Well, we got there, we went to the Elkhart emergency room because it was only like 12 minutes away, and we got him checked in pretty fast. And I was surprised because there was other people there with like actual like serious things. Like, there was a guy, I don't know if he had a sprain or a broken bone, but he was screaming in the little waiting area next to us. Like, the boys were like that, like they were traumatized. I was traumatized listening to it. I'm like, oh my God, that sounds rough. But they like were back to help him out within like half an hour, and they're like, hey, little bud, what's going on? We heard you got something jammed up your nose. And he was like, yeah, I have boogers. And she's like, I think this is a little bit bigger than a booger. So they had to use this like syringe with a blue tube on it to kind of like push a bubble in there to like rework it, because she tried with tweezers as well and it was just too far up there. Luckily though, he didn't have to get sent over to have it like removed, and by that I mean like possibly surgically removed. Like, luckily it was where, you know, it was like right here where the cartilage ends and the bone starts. It was like, it was up there. It was pretty far, but it was not far enough to where they couldn't get it. So got it out, and he was like, I feel all better now. And they're like, well, good. And gave him a popsicle, and then we went back to the wedding. Good morning. It is now Monday, and I feel like I spend so much time chatting with you guys while I'm driving, which is so bad. I apologize. But I am just a couple minutes away from my potential new job. I have my job shadowing today, and I'm very excited. I'm just hoping that like I don't mess up and like embarrass myself, especially since it's new territory and I haven't worked in a medical setting in some time now. It's been almost 2 years, and like I still remember everything as far as like computer systems go and stuff like that. It's just like kind of like a refresher is what I think I'll probably need. So And I just don't like it, like, when I feel like I don't understand something, or I get, like, not overwhelmed easily, but, like, I don't like it when I'm, like, I don't catch on to something right away. And so I'm just trying to, like, talk myself down from that whole attitude right now, because I'm, like, I'm getting really close to the place, and I have to keep telling myself, like, Elena, it's okay. If you don't know what you're doing, it's okay. That's why we ask questions. I forgot how much it sucks to wear a mask. Ugh, my face feels gross. But I'm gonna have to get used to that because they, like, formally offered me the job and I accepted it. So now we have to get me on a training schedule and figure all that good stuff out. And I'll be training at the Goshen office, which is about like 40 minutes from our house. So it's a bit of a drive. But if I'm doing all my training on the weekend, then that won't be so bad because he'll be there with the kids. But if I have to train during the week, then I'll probably have to have, like, my mother-in-law help or my grandma help watch the kids just until I'm, like, actually on the schedule. Because once I'm actually on the schedule, it'll be, 2 12-hour shifts a week, which is not bad at all. Also, I'm getting trained as a specialist. I thought I was just going to be doing reception, but I'm actually going to be trained as a specialist. So I'll be cross-training. I'll be doing reception and the stuff in the back, which allows me to get paid more. So I'll be actually making more than what we discussed initially, which is even better. And I'm just waiting for my email to come through with, like, my official offer letter and, like, the pay and everything. And then I'm also waiting for the phone call so we can set up my training schedule. That way I can let my current job know that I'll be putting in my 2 weeks. This portion of the video is not sponsored, but I wanted to talk to you guys about Google Keep, because I just started using it yesterday and I kind of got my husband into it too, and honestly we love it. It's like notes. I use just the regular note section on my phone. If you guys have an iPhone, then you know what I'm talking about, and I'm sure Androids have that too, of some sort or form or whatever. But that's usually where I do my to-do list, my grocery list, needs list. I do all kinds of little lists. And I recently discovered Google Keep, and it's nice because you can customize it the way that you want it to do. You can have a to-do list, a grocery list, you can do other things on there, and just customize it. And it's nice because it's linked to your email. So say you want to have a collaborator with it. For me, that would be my husband. So I made a grocery list yesterday and put things on there that I thought that the house needed. And then I added my husband as a collaborator, and so he then gets a copy of the grocery list, and he can add or delete things as they're purchased or as they're needed, so that way we both know. And I also came up with the idea to do a to-do list, because we work opposite schedules. I don't always know what needs to be done at the house when he's at work, and he can't always text me, and he can't call me because he's working. And the same goes for me. So with Google Keep, we're able to, say he is getting ready for work in the morning, I'm still asleep, the kids are still asleep, he gets on Google Keep and he adds things to the list that need to get done at the house that day. He goes to work, I get up, I have a notification that our to-do list has been updated, I view it, I see what needs to be done, and then I do those things. And then the same goes for him. So I will kind of show you guys on the screen what it looks like. I'll show you my two lists, and I'll just kind of show you the app. You can also do it online, but I prefer to have the app because it's just easier to click on it and go straight to it without having to type in Google Keep and search it on the internet and sign in that way. Alright, so excuse any background noise from the boys, but here's the Google Keep app, and I'm just going to go ahead and click on it. And now I've pulled up my list, well, both of my lists. There's my little icon in the corner because it is linked to my Gmail account. And as you can see, here is my grocery list. I don't have a lot on it right now, but you can customize the background. There's a couple different backgrounds to choose from.
and the little icons at the bottom with the house. That is the family sharing that you can do. So my husband is linked on there. And then I'm going through all of the little like customization options. And then this is my to-do list. And I used this background for this particular one. And again, customizable, which is super, super awesome.
Hi, it is Thursday. No. Oh my god, it's Tuesday. Wow. Roar. Oh, it just got so loud in here. Oh, there he goes. I wasn't gonna film today, and I'm not gonna film today. I just wanted to like hop on here. I just made them some white cheddar mac and cheese for lunch, the Cracker Barrel brand, because it is phenomenal. And I need to be cleaning. It's a little after 2 o'clock. I need to be cleaning because I do have to work tonight. And I know my husband's not gonna wanna clean when he gets home, but something in me is just saying, sit down, don't do anything. I donated this morning too, so that's probably like the biggest part of it, is that I'm just extremely tired and out of it from donating, and that's why I really don't wanna do anything, because I actually got plenty of sleep last night, and I've been getting a pretty decent amount of sleep recently, which is different because I think 2 weeks ago I was talking to you guys about my health and stuff, and how like I just wasn't feeling good. I wasn't sleeping good either. I have been feeling better health-wise though, and I have a follow-up appointment next week. So if I film at all next week, I will give you guys an update for those of you that are like curious about like what's been going on and like want to know like more in depth than what I just touched on in my last video. Good morning, today's the day. We're gonna get on the road pretty soon. I have a bag of snacks and pull-ups and all that kind of stuff over there. And yeah, my hair looks crazy. I was trying to do something cute with this little hair thing I got from Target that I showed you guys in my last vlog. Last time I had it like my hair all up and I had it, and I did it in a bow. This time I just have it down the way it's supposed to go. Let me kind of flip it back. Hope you guys can see it. But yeah, I put it the way it's supposed to go. And I'm not exactly liking my hair today. My little twisty things are not cooperating, because I didn't get my hair saturated. I just kind of got it like partially wet, and so it's like they're sticking up a little bit, but it's fine. It is fine. We have to get going pretty soon, so I don't have time to fuss about my hair because that is so unimportant. Really, I'm just excited because I'm getting Nathan back today, and we're gonna go eat, and it's gonna be a good time. And I just hope and pray that we get there safely, because you know how people drive, they drive nuts. But yeah, I have to go pick up some coffee too. I did a mobile order for some coffee because we don't have any coffee here, and I don't have time to like run into the grocery store and get coffee stuff, so I'll just worry about that another day because we're gonna be gone all day. So I'm gonna get some coffee. We're gonna get on the road. It's about 2.5 hours to get to the restaurant. I Google mapped it. So we're just gonna meet at the restaurant rather than meeting at the gas station, since we're all gonna go eat together. It is 10:21, so we're at Dunkin' right now. We're in the like Dunkin' parking lot, but it's also next to a hotel, so I'm just waiting for them to finish up. But I did get tea instead of coffee. I got a green tea with 3 liquid cane sugar and 3 blueberry, and actually it could have used a little bit more of the cane sugar, but because it's not that sweet, but it's actually pretty good, and it's better for me than coffee. And it just like would not let me. I'm still trying to figure out where I can set the phone down at. This would be ideal, but I can't leave it here. The whole left side of my body is so dark in comparison to the right side. We were in the bathroom at this place called the Get-Go or something like that. I don't know. It's like a cafe, rest stop, bathroom, gas station, whatever, in Carmel, Indiana. And I looked in the mirror and I saw like how dark my whole left side of my body is, like my chest, like everything from the sun hitting directly on me the whole drive over here. They had all this energy. I had to get them out of the car. But yeah, we are in Carmel, Indiana right now. We're not quite to Indianapolis yet. We still have like another, I want to say half an hour now, because we stopped. It kind of pushed us back a little bit, which is fine because my aunt is also running a little behind. So I figured if we stopped, then we would probably both get there around the same time. So we're gonna get back on North Meridian now, and take that all the way down. But whew, I can tell Carmel is like a wealthier city. Everything is so nice here. There's all these beautiful shops, these big buildings. Like, I'm sure, because every city has like a rundown like area. Like, every city has an area like that. But just so far, it's so pretty here, and like all of the people have like super nice cars, and you can just tell this is like a wealthy city. I'll flip the camera around so you guys can see like the little shopping center that we're at right now. Okay, so look at all these buildings. Like, there's a Starbucks, there's like a market over there with a bank and a pharmacy, and just like all kinds of stuff. It's insane. And there's some place called Potbelly Sandwiches. I feel like we have a Potbelly. I don't know, because it sounds familiar, but it also sounds like amazing. And then there's some other places over here that I've never heard of. So this must be like exclusive to Carmel, or just a place that we don't have back home. But yeah, it's super nice. So this is Baby's. This is the restaurant we're gonna eat at. It looks really cute and doesn't look super busy, which is nice. We'll probably have a peaceful little lunch. My aunt's ETA is about 20 minutes away. I don't know where my sister's at, but we're just kind of hanging out. It's nice and shady and quiet over here. It looks like there's a couple other restaurants across the street with some outdoor seating. That's the sign. I guess they specialize in burgers. So, you guys want burgers?
No.
No. Well, that's too bad. This is a burger place. I'm showing them your food name. I'm in Nathan's room now, putting away all of his stuff from the trip. It's a little after 6 o'clock, and we just made it back to town. Also, my husband fixed his TV. The sound comes out now, so he's all happy because he can watch TV. The boys are playing in the room. Nathan's in the shower. I'm so tired. It has been such a long day. Like, oh my god, it has been such a long day. Yes, I am glad that I went because I had a fun time with my aunt and my sister, but 6 hours of driving. I did 6 hours of driving in one day with 2 4-year-olds, and then coming back 2 4-year-olds and a 7-year-old. I'm tired, but I'm gonna chat with you guys tomorrow because I need to get settled in and heat up the beef tips and rice that we were supposed to have for dinner tonight because I'm hungry. Good morning, you guys. I am currently at Dunkin', gonna pick up some coffee and probably like a little breakfast wrap because I didn't eat breakfast this morning. We slept in so late from just last night, being on the road all day. We were so tired. I didn't get up until 8:30, which is late for me, and the boys didn't get up until like 9:15, and I completely spaced and forgot I had a 10:30 interview this morning for an eye doctor's office. So I went and did that, and that went really, really well. I like the schedule, I like the pay, the girls are super friendly. So that's another potential job that I'm excited about. I did hear back from Human Resources yesterday for the lab tech receptionist job that I also talked to you guys about. They would also like to go forward with like my drug test, background check, and my physical exam. And then from there, they would contact me about like when training would start, which I think they said would be like the end of this month, beginning of August. I am gonna go forward with the eye doctor as far as like getting my background check processed and all that stuff, because I do just want to compare the two jobs. This job is much closer to home. It's full-time, and I would never have to work nights or weekends. At the other job, it's 3 12-hour shifts, so I would have 4 days off every week. But it is in Goshen for the training, which is 40 minutes away, and I would probably not see my husband as much because it would mainly be on the weekends. So there's like some pros and cons that I have to weigh, and I'm kind of just putting it in his hands up there. I'm gonna let him decide which job is the best fit for me. And honestly, if neither one of these jobs work out, then I'm just gonna push forward and keep applying for different jobs and just be hopeful, because at least I have a job currently that I'm at that I can fall back on. So it's not like I'm without money, but I just would like to make more. I would just like to make more and be in a different setting, because I feel like I belong somewhere else than where I'm at. But that's, again, I'm gonna just put that in his hands and just let it all play out.
Before I start cleaning, I wanted to show you guys my little friend. I really thought I would be able to revive it, and it just doesn't look like that's gonna happen. I don't even know if you guys can tell or not, but this is a Monstera plant, and it was a cutting from my aunt. She has several of these cuttings from a bigger plant that didn't make it, so she just did a cutting and separated all of it. It is getting some new little guys right there, but she had a longer drive than I did yesterday. It was 3.5 hours for her to get to the meeting spot. And this was in her trunk the whole time with the sun shining on it, so it wilted. Comment down below if you guys have any suggestions. I did water it, and I put a plate underneath it to catch the runoff. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. This is still green, but these other two leaves are in pretty bad shape. I was gonna get a stick and tie it to it to kind of get it to lift up, but I think the only promising looking leaf is that one there, because it's still mostly green. I don't know, you guys. It's not looking very promising for my Monstera plant, and I'm a little sad about it because I was so excited to get this. It is Saturday, and I'm gonna go ahead and close out the video because I have to go to work, and I don't get off until like 7 or 8, so there's really no more content I can possibly film this weekend. Tomorrow I have to be there at 6 in the morning, and I'm probably just gonna be way too tired to even chat with you guys tomorrow. And like I said, again, there's really nothing going on. I'm getting together the library books right now to take them back. The boys want more Pete the Cat books. They love Pete the Cat. So I'm gonna grab some more for them. And then I'm gonna go into work. Currently, I am by myself. My husband took the boys to go drop off the lawnmower because it needs to get fixed. Hasn't been running, and he really, really, really needs to cut the grass. So he's like, I'm gonna go drop this off and get it fixed. So I think they're gonna be outside doing yard work all day. I'm gonna be at work. So that's just kind of our weekend. But thank you so much for watching, you guys. I did a lot of chatting in this video. This was definitely like a chatty vlog with very minimal content, so I do apologize about that. But I just have had a lot to talk about since I didn't film for 2 or 3 weeks, and I've been like going through some things, so I just had a lot and like to chat about and go over with you guys. Definitely going forward, I think I'm gonna make my vlogs a little bit shorter. I think I would probably get more views that way. I understand the weekly vlogs are probably interesting for some. Others probably don't want to sit and watch a 45-minute long video, so I'm gonna try to trim them down to about half an hour and do a little bit less
talking and have a little bit more content going forward. So that is the plan for my channel. I'm hoping I can do that. I'm gonna go ahead and drop off these books and then go into work. And I will hopefully see you guys this coming Monday for another vlog.